Most important part, if you don't shear that part of the sheep right, you can't shear to a pattern or finish the rest of the sheep properly. So it's very important that that part of the sheep is shorn properly first. So he'll start off now with the first tray on the top of the brisket. Just right down the left hand side. Continuing out with the blow, a full blow right out. He'll actually get the belly wool now and he'll move it to one side, so that's the belly wool completely shorn off there in about 4 forward moves of the handpiece. He'll actually just turn the sheep around slightly there, so you'll actually see that belly wool completely cleaned off. It's important he starts high up here in the brisket, right down to the flank on each side here. The sheep was already crushed or pre-prepared here, so he's completely cleared off the belly now. So he'll get back into the position now. He will start in to the off hip, which is the outside hip. If there was a crutch on the sheep, he will have went around that, but there's no crutch wool there. The first blow just goes straight in along the leg to the flank. The next one will go right from there down towards the backbone. And about 3 blows there will happen down to that stage. Now it starts with 1 blow on the upper side of the backbone and 1 down on the lower side of the backbone. That's what we call the first hip and the undermine of the sheep. It's very important that you start down when you're finishing the last side. You can start down and get a full comb in here on the lower side of the backbone. So that's the first, what we call the first hip done. This next, there's a lot of, it's not just shearing that you watch with the handpiece movement. There's a lot of movement with your feet. Your feet must be in the right place and your left hand must be working all the time as well. His next movement, he's going to step forward with his left foot. His left hand will go down and just hold the sheep just at the lower side of the neck and just walk forward with the sheep, roll the sheep up into an upright position. His right foot will go in between the sheep's hind legs. He'll start on the top of the brisket on the upper side of the neck and just break the wool open out under the chin. Keeping what we call the bottom tooth on the skin all the time. His next blow will go up around. He'll hold the ear in his left hand and clean around the back of the head. He'll be moving the sheep now around gradually to get the sheep parallel with the dropper down for what we call the long blows. The sheep is coming around now and he'll be leaving the sheep right down onto the board and starting back on with just a couple of short blows up, and his first full long blow now up to the back of the head. Just stopped there for a second, but he done that, all the weight was on his left foot, so he crossed over with his right foot, keeping the bottom tooth of the skin all the time. The important thing in this position with the sheep, that your left toe is in under the sheep's shoulder here. That's what actually holds the sheep and controls the sheep. If your left toe is in here, if you keep the sheep comfortable, she's just resting on your toe here and she won't kick or try to get up. He is actually looking to find the backbone with 1 blow and just 1 full blow or movement of the handpiece over the backbone. Right up to the back of the head again, and this is a full blow over. Now he moves his right foot forward, cleans off that cheek. His ear is in the left hand, down the last side of the sheep, down to the shoulder. The sheep's head is locked between his knees, stepping back with his left foot, using his left hand to stretch out the skin, cleaning under the shoulder. The next blow is very important, that goes straight down to the flank. The next one, go out along the leg, keeping that bottom tooth on the skin all the time. And I'll just, I'll actually just get him to keep the bottom tooth up now, and if you can see here, he'll actually, when he didn't keep the bottom tooth on the skin, you can see what happens here. You leave this wool here. It takes a sheep a full 12 months to grow a fleece of wool, and bad shearing can totally destroy that fleece or they divide the wool in just seconds. So that's what happens if you don't keep the bottom tooth on the skin all the time. So the finished sheep should look all like this. So he'll just clean off these couple of little bits of the sheep here. So you can see that the sheep was comfortable there all the time because he was holding the sheep comfortable. Your gear must be cut properly so it's not pulling the wool or pulling the skin. It's like getting your own haircut. If there's someone cutting your hair and there's someone pulling it with a bad edge, you're not going to be very comfortable, and the same goes for the sheep. So we'll just stand up that sheep now and you can just see on both sides of the sheep what the finished short sheep will look like. So this is what the sheep should look like. If you're shearing a competition with any little ridges of wool left on like this, you will be penalised. They want all the sheep actually looking like this. That's what they're looking for. If there's any bits and tassels of wool left hanging here under the legs or around the shoulder or the side of the cheek, you will be penalised for that in competition as well. But this is what you're looking for, a nice even level finished job. We just turn over the other side of the sheep now. And you can see here, it's the same thing, that the sheep is nice and clean, nice and level, and the sheep was quite comfortable there when he was holding the sheep and shearing the sheep. So that's what we're looking for. So we'll let Blackie in that sheep into the pen now, and we'll take out another sheep and just shear right through.